Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Ball Z Budoaki 3. I'm Paper Mario Guy. In the last episode, we played as Majin Vegeta for a little bit and faced off against Goku and Majin Buu. We kind of finished that segment of Vegeta's story already. Although, if you wanted to, I will show you that I could technically put that on. Where is it? Meditation. Babidi's Mind Control. You can still put it on if you want, but it's different. It's not the same thing. Can transform into Majin Vegeta through Babidi's magic, automatically activated when you get knocked down with 1 health gauge left. So, while it's still there, it still takes up 3 spots in your tray, but you can only activate it once you have 1 health bar. So really the only way that I find to be able to use it is, and I'm sorry that I'm just kind of sitting here on this tray, but these 3, say like these 3 spots would be taken up with Babidi's Mind Control. You wouldn't have viral heart disease or vaccine, but instead you'd have a Sensu Bean, or like half a Sensu Bean, and then like say Gallic Gun or something like that. And you put that there, and that would be your thing, because you would fight like you normally would as normal Vegeta, all the way until you get down to 1 health bar, and then you would transform and then use your Sensu Bean and be back in the game, and then most likely you'll win, because like Majin Vegeta is really, really powerful, but still, personally, in my opinion, I don't think it's necessarily worth it, and I think that you can definitely assemble your tray full of a much better group of capsules. Like, there's so many different strategies. But I mean, I don't know, it's pretty interesting, like the different ways that you can play this game, just based off of your capsules alone. Obviously, difficulty has something to do with things, but I mean, capsules really can make or break your game. But, so there's a reuniting of, Kakarot and Vegeta, or Goku and Vegeta. I don't know, I like saying Kakarot for some reason. But anyway, this is with the fusion thing, and at this point, Super Buu already exists and has already absorbed some people. But anyway, what I was saying in the last at the end of the last episode, I was getting into some people's topics, and I hate to talk about so many people that everybody knows about. But I was talking about games that I just don't really like that well, and it's hard for me to watch. Which brings me to Caboose. Now, I watch Kingdom Hearts 2, and I really enjoy Caboose's commentary with it. It's just hard for me to watch because I don't really like the game that much. Like, that's the thing. It's just like I'm, in a way, forcing myself to watch Caboose just because I like his commentary so much, and on top of the fact that it's just support for, like, my partner and everything. But, and, like, I'm sure, because I know Caboose isn't that big of a fan of DBZ, it's somewhat the same for me, but it's just like, I don't know, I watch certain people because I really like them and I really like their commentary, but some of the game choice can really, like, depend on whether or not I'm gonna watch. Like, with Shadow Mario 41, for example, he played a game called Hexen, which is not a really relatively known game, but it's kind of like Doom, but in, like, a fighter thing, if you never watched or you didn't know about it. And I watched bits and parts of it, and I didn't watch the whole 33-part LP or anything. But it was hard for me to watch it just because I'm not that big of a fan of Doom personally, and because I'm not that big of a fan of Doom, I obviously was just not terribly interested in Hexen. Not saying that it wasn't a good game, because I'm sure it was like an excellent game. But I don't know, it was hard for me to watch it, just because, even though I like Shadow Mario 41's commentary and all that, it's just... And I find that there's a few people who make interesting game choices, and I'm sure it works out for them in the long run, but, I don't know, I just can't really get into. Anyway, here is, Spirit Cannon, which is another one of those overpowered moves, but I'm losing so much that I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna let myself get beat, because there's really no point for me to kinda try and do this. Trying to think of other people I'm subscribed to. I already talked about Slam. Mega Freak 400 is still doing Paper Mario, which I think is fantastic. Granted, I'm a giant like Paper Mario fan. I mean, for Christ's sakes, my name is Paper Mario Guy. But like, I still think it's a really good LP, and he's going through some extras, and he's like right before Bowser, and I think that's a really good rendition. My only problem, if I had to say there was one thing that bugs me about his LP of it, is that he cuts a lot. And, I mean, there's definitely some parts that you should cut, but it just seems like there's a lot of cutting, and that kind of doesn't suit, like, me that well. Just because I know that there's certain parts that didn't necessarily need to be cut that were cut anyway. And, I don't know. Just being a Paper Mario fanatic as I am, it's just like there's certain parts that I would have liked to see, and like, but granted, it is post-commentary, so it's just like, it's not like he would have encountered anything that would have been shocking, and I'm sure he's played the game plenty of times before. I know he did an LP of it previously, so I can see why, but I don't know, just one of those things. Chugga Conrad is obviously doing Crystal, but I'm not even going to talk about him, because everybody, if you, it's pretty much at the point where it's either you're like, you really like Chugga, or, like, I mean, not you really like, but you like Chugga or you don't, and you know who he is, because, I mean, if you don't know who he is, and you're a fan of Let's Plays, then you're kind of like living under a rock, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you should watch him because he's like the greatest or anything, but I'm just saying, he's about to break 100,000 subscribers, or by this time this video goes up, he probably already has. So, I mean, just to put things in perspective. Anyway, Spirit Cannon is just like that other final whatever the impact move was that Vegeta had under Bobity's mind control. It's really, really powerful. Almost on the lines of overpowered, but I don't know. I enjoy using it. Oh my god, KO'd again. Oh man. I'm just gonna try it one more time. Sorry that there's this is the only, like, really the only thing that's happened in the video so far, but to be honest, there isn't too much more after this with Vegeta. I think there's like one more fight, or one or two more fights, so there's a possibility that I might get both of those in one episode anyway. And I want to show off or not show off, because I've showed it off before, but also do the Spirit Cannon, because I like this move, or Spirit Sword. Spirit Cannon's what I've been doing, like, to just normally attack. Plus, again, I just want to kind of continue with talking about projects and everything, just because it gets it out of my system, because I feel the need to talk about it every once in a while. Obviously, my good friend Shadow Mario Guy over at Shadowy Productions, his channel, is doing Super Paper Mario, and that's fantastic and really, really funny. Like really, really funny. Like, it's one of the funnier LPs that I've seen recently. Josh Jepson also has started Banjo-Kazooie, which apparently is a replay of a project that he's done. And wow, I did that battle so quick. I don't know why I couldn't do that before. And so far, I mean, there's only like 2 episodes as of recording this up now, but I think it's pretty good. So I'd suggest, if you're looking for a good new Let's Player, because I know he has like I think close to 2,500 subs, but I know he's still kind of relatively like unknown in a way. So I'd go check him out if you haven't, and watch Banjo-Kazooie, because it's really good. And Super Mario Sunshine just ended for him, and really, really good stuff. But I mean, sorry if you didn't like this last episode and like last episode. But I kind of, like, I don't know. Not so much that I didn't have anything else to talk about, because I did. It was just, I really wanted to talk about projects, and, like, other people's projects, because, you know, I talk about myself and my future a lot, and I'm not going to, like, link all the people I talked about, but I definitely think certain people needed recognition. As for this battle, you'll have to wait until the next episode, because I don't know how I'm going to do So, see you in the next episode for another Boo fight. Until then, I'm Paper Mario Guy. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.